Hi, this is Team 2, the Tic-Tac-Toe playing robotic arm. Michael Feller, Alexis Percival, and Matthew Fisher. Our robot plays a game of tic-tac-toe against a human player by taking photos of the game board and using image processing to analyze the game state. The AI then uses this information to decide where to place the next piece, and then tells the robotic arm to stamp the piece on the game board. Then the entire process begins again after the human places his or her next piece. The game ends when either the human or the robot has 3 pieces in a row. The image processing uses circular and line hue transforms to detect the game board and pieces. The AI uses Newell and Simon's strategy as well as Minimax algorithms to determine the optimal piece placement on the board to beat the human player. The robotic arm uses inverse kinematics to determine the optimal angles of rotation for each servo. Overall, the system is able to finish a game from empty state to winning state a majority of the time. The image processing returns the correct game state to the AI, and the arm stamps the pieces where the AI instructs it to place. The system always waits to move until it detects that the human player has placed his or her piece. In easy mode, the robot usually lets the human player win, and in hard mode, the robot will always win or tie. On rare occasions, the system detects a piece that is not there because it either caught a glimpse of the robot arm or it did not crop the game board correctly for the X-shape detection. On occasion, the AI updates a piece on the screen, but the arm does not stamp the updated piece. This error has only occurred twice in all of our test runs, but we have not figured out why. The image processing had difficulty finding X-shaped pieces. The solution was to rewrite the line-finding program to dilate the edges of the piece to give thicker lines that it can detect. Sometimes the image processing cannot detect circle shapes, so the solution was to have the robot AI remember where it placed its own pieces and keep those in memory. The hard mode had difficulty working every time perfectly, so we used the Minimax algorithm so that the robot could always win or tie. Another challenge was that the robot would not stamp straight down clearly, so we used inverse kinematics rather than estimations to calculate the angles needed to stamp directly down. And now for a video demonstration at twice the speed. So here we have an example game of easy mode. So the human player goes first, and then the robot will look through the camera to see if there's any places that have been detected. And so it sees the X piece and it places a circle piece. And then it'll wait for the human again, and in between each play we have a 30-second timer that we can set to a shorter amount if we want to. And now it sees the second piece, and the arm will look and see it sees the second piece, and now it'll place its second piece. And since it's on easy mode, it's going to let the human player win. So it's not going to block the third X from being placed down. So now the human player places a third X, have 3 X's in a row, and now it'll look at it and it'll see that there's 3 X's, and it should display the win screen right here, and now we've won the game. Overall, we believe that our system functions well enough to demonstrate to high school students at events such as Aggieland Saturday that engineering can be rewarding and entertaining. Hopefully we can pique their interest in Texas A&M's engineering department and encourage them to apply. Thank you.